Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I'm the Jack Pilot. This is Jack Pilot Aviation. We're going over the 2024 hiring freeze and slash slowdown. What is going on? What are all the reasons for that going on? So, I'm the Jack Pilot. Welcome here. We're going to be going over all the reasons pertaining to the hiring slowdown and what you can do as a CFI to keep and stay proficient. To get ready for that transition into the regionals or the main line, whatever stage in your career you're at. Cool. Welcome, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. So first of all, I'm going to start off by saying I'm a CFI. I am also a commercial pilot, not for the airlines, but I am also a commercial pilot. But yeah, so aviation in general is going to have a bunch of ebbs and flows. Okay, that's what it's going to do. It's going to come back and it's going to go good, right? It's going to have really high highs, really low lows. Okay, and that's kind of a little bit what we're experiencing right now, but not as bad as 2008 and pandemic levels. This is just for the regarding the hiring. Aviation is a great place right now. I'm excited to see what's going to come in the next few years. So yeah, the economy in general is going to equal how aviation is doing. Okay, just like the economy in 2019 and 2020 for the pandemic. I mean, airlines were struggling to maintain everything, and pilots were getting laid off, furloughed, things like that down in the pandemic area. But again, we've bounced back to pre-pandemic levels, and aviation is growing very strongly. And the important thing to do is, I'm guessing if you're a CFI and you're watching this video, you're kind of thinking, okay, what can I do to better myself as a CFI to get to the airlines? And all I can say now is this is the time to fly. If you are at 250-hour CFI or 300-hour CFI, even if you're a 1,000-hour CFI, now is the time to fly. Get all of your ratings, get more ratings to get to the airlines. Because as soon as you hit your time, the airlines are going to see you as a candidate just as everyone else that has their time, okay? So now's the time to get your ratings and get your flight instructor ratings, build up your time. If you have your CFI, get your CFII. If you have all your single engine C, get your multi-engine C, or things like that. Keep building on, tail wheel, things like that. That's going to be very beneficial for you in the future. So going into late 2024, quarter 4 of 2024, and early quarter 1 and quarter 2 of 2025, there's a lot of economic uncertainty. Okay, and this is going to be reason number 1: economic uncertainty, right? Going into aviation, or at least the airlines, I should say. Okay, now the 2024 political election between Trump and Biden, I think, will have a lot to do to determine what's next with the coming up of hiring, fuel prices, oil prices, everything like that, and especially inflation is going to be another reason I'll talk about later in this video. But I believe this election is going to be a big thing regarding your pilot hiring. So these companies are going to have a lot of political uncertainty they don't want to be spending a bunch of money on pilots when maybe going into early 2025 they may not be able to afford it. Yes, there is still a hiring freeze and slowdown, and there's still a pilot shortage, but companies cannot maintain that forever. There's going to be a lot of policy changes in different industries, and which is going to affect aviation as a whole. Okay, and my second reason, there's going to be, there is, I should say, aircraft delivery delays, okay, regarding the 737 MAX 7 and the MAX 10. I believe I don't know much information about it, but Boeing has not at all certified these aircraft, or the FAA has not certified these aircraft for the MAX 7 and MAX 10 due to, I guess, maybe some engine ice deficiency or whatever. And some also other issues because it's Boeing, right? It's Boeing. There's also aircraft delivery delays at Airbus. The 321 XLR was supposed to be certified, but it has not been due to the rear fuel tank, the cabin fuel tank. I guess there's some issues with that going on. Again, doing your own research as well, researching into that. I'm just giving you a guide on what the reasons for the pilot slowdown. So yeah, these companies, especially in the U.S. domestic, they're not receiving these aircraft. I believe Southwest, had ordered a bunch of aircraft for 2024, and they've gotten a fraction of that, or at least half, right? And so they've hired all these pilots, but the aircraft aren't coming in on time, right? So there's going to be a little bit of a hiring freeze until the plane deliveries catch up and everything like that. Right, in the 787 Dreamliner, I guess has a part shortage or some issue with their composite material on the aircraft. And as well as the A350, there's been some shortages in supply chain management and supply chain issues regarding the Airbus factories. There's a lot of job shortages in these companies as well. So that is going to be, again, the main thing for the aircraft deliveries. Okay, via the civil aviation professionals, we need 1.3 million civil aviation professionals over the next 10 years. New pilots should be 284,000 new pilots. New technicians, 402,000 new technicians. And cabin crew, almost just under 600,000 cabin crew. The pilot hiring slowdown, okay, especially for the age 65 retirement. All of these people are still going to keep getting older, okay? And there's going to be jobs eventually for you, okay? You do not need to worry. It's not a whole year, 3 years, 4 years. I'm not going to fly for an airline. No. People will retire eventually. They'll go out of theirs, and then you'll come into the airline fresh and new. All right, that's how the age 65 retirement works, okay? So you will definitely get a job. That is no need to, you don't need to worry about that. Another thing is going to be market volatility, I should say. Market volatility is going to be the last reason, at least, why the pilot hiring slowdown has occurred. The election, right? I talked about this earlier in the video, but yeah, the election is going to be a big thing that happens, and companies want to do this wait and see kind of mentality, to wait and see what happens regarding Q4 and then early on to 2025 in the future, so they can judge kind of what their spending is going to be looking like for their particular airline, because of course they want to maintain profitability as much as possible. And so the fuel and oil is going to be very important regarding the market volatility. Of course, fuel and oil changes, throughout the years of the prices and everything. Is going to be roughly, 30 to 45% of a company's, costs is going to be fuel costs. So again, if they can minimize the fuel costs at any possible time, then maybe that's another pilot that they could hire once the fuel and oil goes down. That they cut down their costs on fuel, maybe they could hire some more pilots and get another aircraft in. Right? It kind of all structures in together. And consumer confidence and spending is going to be the last part of the market volatility, okay? Because due to the increase in inflation, I don't know where it's at right now, but it's up there because I'm paying 50, 60% more for groceries than I was years ago or whatever. But the consumer confidence and spending is going to be very important regarding the aviation, okay? Because if people are spending their money, extra money at the grocery store, or buying clothes that is more expensive than it was a year ago or 2 years ago, 3 years ago, right? They're not going to be able to just travel all the time and pay, $100, $200, $300 to go visit their family in a different country or a different state, things like that. So essentially, people are going to be very not confident going into 2025, 2024. They don't know what's going to happen. They want to save their money just in case they need to spend more money at the grocery store, if they need to save money to have fuel go into their car, right? Because fuel prices have been going up. So all this is going to connect into aviation in general. But it's your job as a CFI, if you are a CFI, or even just a private pilot, instrument pilot, commercial pilot, whatever you're at, all I can say is do not stop flying. Keep on flying. Keep getting your hours. Keep getting your ratings. If you have one type rating, maybe step on to another. Get a second type rating or a third. There's always going to be jobs available, okay, due to the retirement age that the FAA mandated. So you will have a job in the future. It's just being patient. I need to be patient. Everyone needs to be patient. And this is just how aviation is. So I am the Jag Pilot. Welcome to Jag Pilot Aviation. I hope you guys had a great time watching this video. And that's going to be it for today. Just kind of doing a little small recap of the reasons of the pilot hiring slowdown. So yeah, just a little bit of information. If you are a 747 captain, let me know in the comments down below how I did. If you're a A320 pilot, whatever, let me know as well. If you're an airline pilot, kind of give me some insight. I would love to know as well. Just comment down in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell notification, because I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. That would be fantastic. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. I'm the Jag Pilot. Until then, maintain VFR, frequent change, approved. See you!